Hello guys, welcome back to another video of GreatStack. In this video, we will create Tic Tac Toe using React JS. As you can see on my computer screen, this is Tic Tac Toe game board. Whenever I click on the boxes, then it will change into cross or circle according to the chance. If we win this game, then it will display congratulations message with player icon. And here is the reset button. When we click on the reset button, it will reset the game. So we will create this Tic Tac Toe game in React JS. So let's move to our desktop screen to create this project. First we will create a new folder, Tic Tac Toe. Now we will open this folder with VS Code editor. We will open integrated terminal. Now here we will write npx create react app dot. By using dot we can create this project in this folder only. It will take 10 to 30 seconds according to your internet speed. Now we will run this project using npm start command. Now our React project is running. Now we will clean this default React project. To do that, we have to go in our VS Code editor, in src folder, app.js. Here we will remove this import statement. We will remove this header tag. Now we will remove this class name. Now our default React project is cleared. Now we will rename the title of this project. So we will go in public folder index.html. Here we will rename it Tic Tac Toe and we will save it. Now our title has been updated. Now we will create folder structure. Here we will create a folder components. Inside the component we will create assets folder. Inside the component we will create one more folder for our component. Here we will write Tic Tac Toe. In this Tic Tac Toe folder we will create a file tictactoe.jsx. Now we will convert this JSX file into component using RAFC. Now we will create a CSS file for this component, tictactoe.css. Now we will import this CSS file into our component. So here we write import and our CSS file path. Now we will mount this component in app.js. So here we write opening arrow tic-tac-toe / closing arrow. It will automatically import our tic-tac-toe component. Now we will insert the assets in our assets folder. So reveal in file explorer, desktop, and we will copy these images in our project folder src components assets folder. Here we will paste it. Now we had inserted our image in assets folder. Now we will import this image in our tic-tac-toe component. To do that we will write import. We will give name circle icon from assets folder circle.png. We will import cross icon from assets folder cross.png. Now we will create the HTML structure for our project. So here we will give class name container. Here we will create h1 tag with class name title. Inside the h1 tag we will write Tic Tac Toe Game in, and we will insert a span tag, and inside the span tag we will write React. Now we will create a div with class name board. This is for our Tic Tac Toe game board. Now we will create a button with class name reset. So this will be our reset button to reset our game. Now our title and reset button is visible. Now we will change the background of our project. So we will go in index.css. Here we will write background, our color code. Now our background has been changed. Now we will give a style to title and reset button. So we will first give a style to our container. So here we write our container. We will give text align center. Now we will give a style to title class name. We will give margin top, color, font size 60 pixels, display flex, justify content, align item center. Now our title is in white. Now we will give a style to our span tag. So here we write dot title class name span tag. We will give color code, padding left. Now our title is ready. Now we will give a style to this reset button. So here we write reset. So we will give width, height, border outline none, cursor pointer, border radius, background, font size, color, margin top and margin bottom. Now our reset button is ready. Now we will design our Tic Tac Toe board. So here we will create a div with class name row1. Inside this div we will create 3 div with class name boxes. So we will copy it and paste it 2 more times. Now our row 1 is ready. Now we will create 2 more rows. So we will copy this and paste it 2 times. Now we will change the number row 2 and row 3. Now we will give properties to boxes class name. So we will go in CSS file. Here we will give display flex, height and width, background, border radius and cursor pointer. Now we will give properties to board class name. Here we will give height and width, display flex, margin auto. Now our boxes is ready. If we click on these boxes, nothing is happening. Now we will add functionalities to our project. Now we will come back to our VS Code editor. Here we will create a variable data which contains an array. Inside this array we will store 9 empty string. So this will act as a storage for our Tic Tac Toe game. Now we will create an arrow function toggle for our boxes. Whenever we click on the boxes, then our toggle function will be executed. Now we will create a useState variable. So we will write let our variable name count, function name setCount equals useState. We will initialize this variable with 0. Now we will create a variable. Our variable name will be lock and function name will be setLock. We will initialize this variable with false. In our toggle function, we will check if lock is true, then we will return 0. Whenever a user wins, then we will set the lock true. Then our toggle function will not execute. Now we will check a condition. If our count is even number, then in the element we will insert an image tag using inner HTML. In this image src, we will provide cross icon. Now in the data array, we will mark that element with the character x. Now we will increase the count by 1. To do that, we will write set count, increment of count. If our count variable is odd, then we will provide circle icon and we will mark the data with character O and increase the count by 1. Now we will add this toggle function to each div with class name boxes. So here we will write onClick. Inside this onClick we will pass an arrow function. Here we call our toggle function. We will pass our element and the index number. So here I am writing index 0. So now we will copy this onClick to each div with class name boxes. Now we will change the index number for each boxes. It will help us to mark the data in our data variable. So now in our toggle function, this if statement will help us to lock our toggle function whenever a user wins this game. And if our count is even number, then we will provide cross icon and we will mark our data with x and we will increase the count by 1. Similarly, if our count is odd, then we will mark it with O and change the image with circle icon and increase the count by 1. Now if we click on this board, it will first display cross icon, then circle icon, then cross icon, then circle icon. Our toggle function is functional now. Now we will add CSS properties for these icons. So here we will write dot boxes img tag and we will give margin 50 pixels. Now our icon gets smaller in size. Now we will create an arrow function checkWin which will check for the winner after every move. So inside this function we will use if statement. Here we will write if data at 0th element equals data at first element and data at first element is equals data at second element and data 2 is not equal to an empty string, then it's a win condition. So we will create a function won. It is executed when any player wins. Inside this function, we will set a lock true so our data cannot be modified. Now we will call this function from the checkWin function wherever a player wins. Now we will write else if and we will paste our condition and we will change this condition. So if data 3 equals data at 4 and data at 4 equals data at 5 and our data 5 is not an empty string, then the players win. So we will call the won function and pass our data. Now we will copy this else if statement and use it for our each winning condition. Similarly, data at 0 equals data at 3, and data at 3 equals data at 6, and data at 6 is not empty string, then we will call this function. If our data at 1 equals data at 4, and data at 4 equals data at 7, and data 7 is not empty string, then we will call this function. Similarly, if data at 2 equals data at 5, and data at 5 equals data at 8, and data at 8 is not empty string, then we will call this function. Here also, if data at 0 equals data at 4, data at 4 equals data at 8, and data at 8 is not empty string, then we will call the one function. Here also, if data at 0 equals data at 1, and data at 1 equals data at 2, and data at 2 is not an empty string, then we will call one function. Here also, if data at 2 equals data at 4, and data at 4 equals data at 6, and data at 6 is not an empty string, then we will call one function. Now we will call our check win function after every chance. So we will place it in our toggle function. Now if we win this game, now our lock will be true. Now we can't click on the boxes. Now after the winning, we have to display this message at the heading. So first we have to create reference for our title using useRef. So we will write let title ref equals useRef, and we will initialize this with null. Now in our HTML tag, in the h1 tag, we will type ref equals title ref. Now after the winning, we will check if our winner is X, then we will update our title ref. So we will write title ref dot current dot inner HTML, and we will pass a template string. Here we will write congratulations, and we will use image src. So we will give cross icon. Now if our winner is circle, then we will pass title ref dot current dot inner HTML equals to congratulations, and here we will update the image src with circle icon. So here we will pass data element. So we will pass our winner data element. So here I am writing data 5. Here we will pass data 8. Here data at 6, and here data at 7. Here we will pass data at 8. Here data at 8. Here we pass data at 2. Here we pass data at 6. So here we are passing one of the winning element X or O for the winner. If we play this game and any player wins, then it will show congratulations, winner icon and wins. So in this case, circle wins, then it is showing congratulations, circle icon and wins. Now we will give a style to our title image. So here we will write dot title img, and here we will give padding 20 pixels and height of 50 pixels. Now it's better. Now we will add functionalities for our reset button. So here we will create an arrow function reset. Here we will set lock false, so our toggle function will work again. And we will also reset our data variable. Now we will update our title to the previous one. So here we will write Tic Tac Toe in, and we will give a span tag React. Now we will add onClick function to our reset button. So here we write onClick. Passing an arrow function. Inside the arrow function, we will call reset function. Whenever we play the game and click on the reset button, then our title is changed, but our board is not reset. Now we will write logic to reset our board. So first we will make 9 reference for our 9 boxes, and we will create a box array to store our all the boxes in an array. So here we write let box array equals, here we put all the boxes. Now we will attach these references to our div with class name boxes. So we will put here ref is equal to box1. Similarly, we will put these references to all the boxes. Now we will parse the box array using .map method. So we are getting element E. Now we will change e.current dot inner HTML equal to empty string. So it will reset our boxes. Now whenever we win the game, we are getting congratulations message, and when we reset our box, then the game is reset. Now we have successfully created this awesome Tic Tac Toe game in React JS. Thanks for watching this video. In our next video, we will create more projects using React JS.